What up, guys? Welcome back to the Just King ZA podcast. And yeah, man, today we're going to be talking about Chidimma Adetshina's mother, Annabelle Rungo, who has been arrested and or detained, whatever you want to call it, recently. Yeah, man, we're going to talk about that and everything that's happening around that. So, yeah, man, before we get into it, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Let's grow the platform. Let's get over to 1K. Let's get over 1K subscribers. Yeah, man. We can grow the platform. You don't get to miss my videos. Every time I post, you see it on your homepage whenever you scroll. If I have a new video, it's gonna pop out. But if you don't subscribe, it's high likelihood you're gonna miss some of my very good content. I've got a lot of dope content, but you guys miss some of those content because you don't subscribe to the channel. So you only get the videos that are popping off and whatever that are all over the platform. So there's a lot of good videos. I do a very deep political analysis of many things, and a holistic view that I have on many things. So please subscribe to the channel. Let's grow the platform. Let's get over 1K. Let's move to 2K, 3K, 4K, 5K. Let's go all the way to 10K. Anyways, yeah, man, let's get straight into it. South Africans, we are very, very wise people. We're very smart people. We're very intelligent people. And Africans, you guys have not just Africans, but a lot of people. You have a very underestimating way about South Africans. You underestimate us, Black South Africans, and it's for your own detriment. It's for your own detriment to look down on us and our viewpoints and our understanding of law and order and our understanding of the way things must be. Out of the whole Africa, we are the most orderly. We are the most orderly. I mean that we have the most order, because the culture that is in South Africa is the culture of order. Order is the order of the day. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. That could be the fruits of apartheid. That could be the fruits of whatever. But there's order. You know what I'm saying? A lot of order, almost a militaristic order to South Africans. And the way we live our life. There's an order. There's a respect for work. By work, I'm not just talking about any work. I'm talking about everyday work, like at home. The way you control your household, the way you treat your little brothers and sisters, the way people are almost like the big brothers and big sisters. They're like mini parents of the other siblings. That order, the order of the community, the Black community, how they don't allow someone to get out of way. Someone will always discipline you. You know what I'm saying? Someone will always discipline you, put you in order. The way that we don't allow children to become criminals. If they become criminals, they know that they have to deal with the community. If you beat up your mother or your grandmother, the community is going to deal with you. You understand? If you're out of order, you start smoking, you start doing all these things, someone is going to call you into order. The people that get out of order are the people that really, really ignore everything, and are that stubborn. But there's no lack of discipline. You know what I'm saying? Discipline is there, and in that way, that has made us to be law-abiding citizens. You know what I'm saying? Maybe not all of us. There are criminals, of course, but the regular South African, the law-abiding South African, these are people that understand that people have to be punished for the wrongdoings. People cannot go scot-free. We cannot allow. We are people that like to deal with things before they grow wings, before they become unmanageable. You know what I'm saying? So we cannot allow nonsense to happen, in our country. We cannot allow on a public platform for scammers and fraudsters to have their way. That's why you saw when Chidimma's thing happened, everybody got it. It's showing you that this is the community. This is how the community, this is reminiscent of how the community stands up against a child that is out of order. This is how a community stands up against a criminal in the community. A child who has become a criminal in the community. A child that is out of hand. You know what I'm saying? This is how we get up and discipline that child. That's what has happened to Chidimma and the mother. They are facing a symbolic version of that, you know, a mass version of that, whereby it's happening countrywide. That's why you saw we all got up in arms. We all got up everywhere. I don't care whoever, the whole country got up and said, no, this lady cannot be part of Miss South Africa. Do you understand? So I've noticed this thing about Africans, the rest of Africa. There's a lot of love for lawlessness. There's a love of lawlessness. People from Africa, they come here and they have lawlessness. You see it because they pay bribes to get jobs. They pay bribes to get their way, and then they act as if they work hard. Hey, we work hard. South Africans are lazy. When they say South Africans are lazy, they're saying South Africans, you're not paying bribes. They are paying bribes. They are doing all these things to get their way in life. So those type of things whereby people don't have, who are lawless, who think money is everything, who use money to get their way around life. That is what I'm seeing in the rest of Africa. And when you call these things out, these people, like, they have no recollection that there's a law, that there's order. They have none of that in their mind. They have none of that. Instead, they promote criminality. That is why when we said Chidimma's mother should be dealt with, and when we said Chidimma should be dealt with, and if there's anything wrong, should be dealt with, they saw us as the enemy. They saw us as the people who've got a problem, whereas they have the biggest problem. You know what I'm saying? They didn't even understand our way of thinking to say crime is crime and crime must be dealt with. To them, a black person must just do crime. It's fine as long as they're in Africa. This is their land. There's this thing of theirs that says that Africa did not have borders. Yeah, that could be the case, but it still has borders. If you want to get rid of borders, become the presidents of these countries and then eliminate the borders. Become president of the AU, eliminate the borders. Go and do it legally. Go and do it in a way that no one can deny. You can't just now as a citizen say, nah, there's no borders, I'm just going to do my thing in Africa. No ways, you can't be lawless, man. You can't be lawless. That is complete lawlessness and complete stupidity. In order to beat the systems of the white people that did these things, you have to go and get in those positions as well and beat and do it. You can't just as a normal citizen. What order do you have? Excuse me. Yeah, my ring light. What do you have that makes you to be able to make such decisions? Do you understand? So sometimes it almost seems like it's a very, very stupidity, mental illness that's happening. So you can't just decide and go and be lawless in another country. No. You have to be lawful and do things by law. If you feel so strongly about your position of Pan-Africanism and all that, where's your organizations to fight what Africa is today? You don't do it. You don't do it. None of you got organizations. You know what I'm saying? So a country at the end of the day has to exercise its law. And we as the people of the country, we're going to make sure that the law is implemented because if I do something wrong, the law is gonna be implemented on me, and with no remorse. So why should you be different? So that's exactly what's happening with Annabelle Rungo. She's been detained, arrested. It's time for you Africans now to understand that our law is a very dangerous law, and we execute our law. You can ask the big homie from America, Mos Def, the legendary Mos Def. You can ask him what happened to him when he tried to be lawless in this country. You know, Mos Def tried to be lawless. He tried to overstay. He overstayed his welcome. You know, he had a visa for a certain amount of years. I don't know how many years, and then it expired. And then when it expired, the man didn't go home, and he stayed here for years. You know, if I'm not mistaken, he really did overstay his welcome. You know, and he was breaking the law in terms of like staying without papers. And when the law got to him and said we're going for Mos Def, it was so embarrassing. It was so sad. It was so embarrassing how they dealt with him. They took him, escorted him, they hunted him down. They made, it was big. It was all over the news. Man, it was so embarrassing for a hip-hop legend, you know, to go out like that in South Africa. The man was staying in Cape Town, you know, he was having the time of his life, but he didn't want to go. And then they extracted him, took him back to the States. You know what I'm saying? So it's very embarrassing. You know what I'm saying? So that's our law. Even if our law, people can be corrupt, but when they say they're coming for you, they're gonna come for you. You know, it's not gonna be nice. So I hope the law does its job here when it comes to this Annabelle Lungo. She must be arrested, yes, and the law must take its course for what she has done. Stealing another person's ID, stealing another person's identification, making sure that another person sorry, let me just adjust the lighting. Making sure that another person who's born South African does not access their birthrights. Someone had to live without a license. Without ID, not being able to get license, driving license, nothing. Couldn't able to go to varsity. I don't know if they could even matriculate. Probably not, you know. Excuse me. Probably couldn't even do anything at all. But you're born, the person is a South African, but could not access anything in their life. While Annabelle Rungo was using that identity. So it is yet to be seen what's going to happen, whether Chidimma's things are correct and whatever. Everything's going to be, but the law must take its course. You know, the law must take its course. The law must do its thing. You know, the law must act, and if needs be, both these ladies must be arrested. You know, but if Chidimma is found innocent, then that's fine. But if she's also part of it, then she must be dealt with. You know, and I heard now that she's in the country. I'm not so sure. Some say it's an old video. If that is the case, that lady, she must be apprehended. She must be arrested. You know what I'm saying? Because she does not pitch for court to prove her identification. You know, so those are the things that I'm talking about. That people, they clean your names, cleanse your names. You know what I'm saying? But they don't do that. So I'm glad that the law has taken its course. We are going to watch this thing like a hawk. We're not going to let loose of this thing. That's why I'm doing a video right now, because I've done a lot of videos about this, But I'm saying that I thought maybe I'm not gonna do videos, but now I see that I have to do videos because we cannot allow these type of things. Africans in South Africa must learn that you have to be lawful. If you're not lawful, you will be dealt with as a criminal. Sorry, don't use your black skin to try and be friends with me. No, you're a criminal, you're a criminal. You're lawless, you're lawless. When I show you how we deal with lawless people, we have a country, we have a constitution, we have a law. So, and now some Africans, they come and say, hey, why don't you deal with the whites? Why don't you deal with the whites? Why don't you have the same energy for whites? That doesn't give you anything, any reason to come and do nonsense in this country. I'm going to deal with you first. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I'm going to deal with you because you are someone of my same skin, but you want to take advantage. You want to take advantage because we are forgiven, and we are a rainbow nation, and we are living the way we are living, and you want to come and take advantage. You don't want to take what we're giving you. You want to take more. You want to even do corruption and thuggery and theft and all these things, just because you say that white people, they also stole, they also whatever. Why can't you just come and take what we're giving you? Because it's still enough, but you are greedy. You know what I'm saying? You want more and more and more and more and more. You are greedy. You're not okay with what we're giving you. You want to break the law. You know what I'm saying? You want to break the law and break the law and break the law, and you don't care. And you are so willing with your ideologies to say that black South Africans they're lazy, they're whatever. You go behind our backs and you go into cahoots with some of the whites, the racist whites, the exploiters. And then you go on a common mission to say, a common ideology with them to say black South Africans are lazy. You guys are the ones. You don't know that they're playing with your mind. They're using you for slavery. You are their slaves. And then in order to make you feel good about yourself, they say black South Africans are lazy. And then you use that as a catalyst. You use that as something that to clean your conscience, to say, I can do what I want to do because black South Africans are lazy. Such a traitor, such a betrayal thing. You don't know that these white people, they're going to turn on you. Those same white people that are exploiting you, they're going to turn on you. And when things go south, you're going to need our help. We are not going to come. Fuck a brother. Fuck brothers, man. I'm not helping anybody. Who's criminal is a criminal. Fuck them. I'm not coming to help you. Nah, you come and betray me and then you want me to help you. No. The law must deal with you. Just like a normal South African, they get into trouble with the law. They are in trouble with the law. They're getting sentenced. So why should you be different? Stop being victims. Stop playing victims. Stop with your victimhood. I'm not your brother. Stop with the victimhood. My brothers are those who follow the law, those who are loving, those who come in peace, those who make an honest living. Those are my brothers. Anything else is not my brother. I'm on the side of the law. I'm not on the side of Pan-Africanism. Nah, I'm not on that side. Until Pan-Africanism changes whatever it stands for. Because right now, Pan-Africanism stands for nonsense. Pan-Africanism right now, it stands for utter bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Justifying crime, justifying crossing borders, creative ways to jump borders, to go into a country illegally, find whatever, do whatever it takes, defend criminals, defend drug dealers, defend nonsense. All on the thing of Hey, what about the whites? Why do you leave the whites? So does that justify you acting up? No, I'm gonna deal with you first because you think you're smart. You think you're smart. You don't even have to. You don't understand anything. You just come and you make up your own mind about things, and you just do things from your own mind and your own jealousy and envy and your own stupidity, and then you come and act, and then you wanna have a crutch, the thing that to stand on, to say, nah, why you don't do this to those ones when they colonized you, they do this thing. No, what do you have to do with that? That's between me and my countrymen. This is between me and these people in my country. You know, black, white, whatever is between me. Wherever you are from, wherever you're from, you got your own things. Because I can come to Nigeria and I can ask you, what about the Fulanis? What about the Fulanis? What about Boko Haram, the Northerners? I can ask you about those things. Why don't you have smoke for them? All those people, whoever came to Nigeria and invaded Nigeria, any invader that has come to Nigeria, I can ask you about them to say, why do you still live with those people? Do you understand what I'm saying? Exactly. I can ask you those questions. Will you have answers for me? I guarantee you won't. But you want to come here and tell me, what about the whites? What about this and that? Deal with your own things first before you come and cast judgment on our things here. You know what I'm saying? So, any country in Africa, I can tell you why. We can go all over. We can go all over Africa. There's some sort of invaders somewhere in every country. There are people who came through colonization, who colonized Africa, who are the children of colonizers, who are not necessarily the children of colonizers. Their history in your country is a history of colonization and bad things being done to the people of your country. But you're living with those people. You are living with the children of those people, the descendants of those people. But then you want to come to my country and then you want to tell me about these people. See, it's not nice. It's not the one. So, it's a lot in Africa. Africa is a country that has been through a lot. But don't come to South Africa and cause heartache. Because I can guarantee you, the person whose ID was stolen is a black person. You know what I'm saying? So where are we going? What are we doing? We're just doing nonsense. We're just doing things that are not okay. So Annabelle Rungo should be a lesson to all those who are doing this type of things in South Africa. You know what I'm saying? Chidimma Adetshina will be a lesson to all those who want to come to South Africa and think their documents not correct. There are people that came to South Africa in the wrong way. You will be a lesson to say that don't dare come and enter any competition. Don't enter Miss South Africa. Don't enter anything until you prove that everything of yours is fine. But Miss South Africa is a competition that none of y'all should enter, actually. You know, this is a competition for South Africans. If you know you are not South African, you must not enter that competition. If you know you are not South African in any way, do not enter that competition. If you know your parent is from wherever, don't enter. You know? Go and be Miss whatever. You can be Miss Nigeria, and then you can still go to Miss Universe, you know. You can be Miss Kenya, and you still go to Miss Universe. You can be Miss Uganda, and go to Miss Universe. You know what I'm saying? You can be Miss whatever. All you have to do is just do good, and be competitive, and be powerful. Don't come now to South Africa and when you have your own country. You know, it's like that lady, Melissa, or I've got a name, her father's from Uganda. That lady should not have entered, you know. So she did deserve the criticism, some of the criticism, when they said, nah, her mother is closer. No, she did deserve some of the criticism that said she's not supposed to be there. She's supposed to go to Uganda, you know, and compete in Uganda and win there and then go to Miss Universe. Rather than her trying to take space for South African ladies here in South Africa. Do you understand? So we will not allow that, and I motivate every person who want to join me. If you're not South African, don't even, just go to your country and enter there. Your father's country, go there and enter there. You know what I'm saying? So because there's still going to be backlash, big backlash, worse than Chidimma's backlash, if you guys do not take us seriously. You know what I'm saying? So let's be good people. You know what I'm saying? Let's do well. Let's do well. Let's think about each other. Let's not be vile and weird and selfish. You know what I'm saying? Selfishness is a problem. South Africans are being left out of things. Think about us. Think about South Africans. So, because we're not going to take things lying down. Anyways, your boy Just King Zeri signing out.